be some kind of way out of here. Said the Joker to the three.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to Drive Time. Clue 12 dropped over the weekend, and shockingly and somewhat surprisingly, Clue 13 followed pretty closely. Good morning, Kenwood. Or Bossman.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a little shade of green here and there, and hopefully everyone can enjoy a little time of reflection and in the middle of all this chaos that is somewhat controlled and somewhat not controlled. So good morning, DJ. Slide down this way a little bit, get you in that shot. Yeah, you go. Well, you probably don't want to be near this. I get it. You might be allergic.
It's something to look at.
I mean, man, I tell you, man, I like this hairdo ain't for everybody, but it is what it is, man. You know, Bob is doing. He lives on. I just got to learn how to paint.
You rocking the fro? I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey man, that's I mean, when you got it like that, you just got it like that. And I didn't know I looked that much like this guy until I saw that meme, and then I was given this wig, and I was like, well, hey, let's see how this works out for me. So, good morning, Dirty 30. Good morning, Drive Time fam, and good morning, DJ. How was your weekend?
It was good. Didn't do a whole lot yesterday. Did some yard work Saturday. Of course, we went down and had the main event wrestling at Atmore Saturday night. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Came back and grew for a little while. Then
that was a big time at the main event. Of course, we want to thank Danny Rowland and Clobber and Rob and all the guys down there for having us down, and you know, we had a big time. It was I know I've never been in a wrestling ring before, so that was something. I know you have, and we talked about that there some when you took that belt from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But I've never been in one, and I'll tell you, you actually I've got some video pictures of. Your clothesline looked a lot better than mine, so I know your experience paid off there in the ring. You actually hit the guy in the chest better, I think, better than I did. Of course, it took both of us to put that 400-plus pound behemoth on the ground or on the mat. Why was that guy so mad?
he was dead set on Clue 12 not getting released on his watch.
He was,
and then of course the Wyndham guy later in the evening, he wasn't going to have it either. I don't know.
No.
I was starting trying to figure out why we were even invited down there, because I thought it was all going to be good, but it wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. I mean, it really was. I'm not sure what we did to make those guys so mad, but they got mad.
They got mad.
They got real mad. I want to say something, or before we get started going good. We had several splashes. I say several, a few over the weekend, but one I want to talk about in particular. And that was this one, and it was the Flomaton High School class of 2020 in memory of Kelsey Padgett, and of course it was an anonymous donation. But F Camp wanted to recognize and remember Kelsey, and also wanted to recognize the 2020 Instagram page that they have. It's called acts.of.kindness, and that's K1NDNESS. And if you haven't checked that out, if you're on Instagram, go check that out. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot of kindness on there, a lot of acts of kindness on there, and a really, really, really good thing that they're doing on that Instagram page. I don't think you own Instagram, are you?
I am not.
Well, it's it's a great platform, especially for, it's more about pictures and that kind of thing than it is, this kind of thing. But there's a lot of great things on there and a lot of great things on that page. But that's not the only splashes we had over the weekend, and we're going to we'll go through some of those. But certainly, I got word that I don't know if you did, but I got word that the guy, what was his name, Jake Capone?
Yeah,
he's been suspended.
He should be,
and he for coming in and assaulting you and I. Thank goodness that when I got down there around the ring, you had the chair already picked up. I was trying to grab the bell. I figured if I hit him over the head with that bell, it might do something, but you had it right when you had that chair ready.
I was going to break it over his head.
Well, I don't know if that would have stopped the guy.
It probably wouldn't have, but I was going to do it.
Thank goodness for Big Smooth. They come out and helped us.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something.
That even things up quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he come on out and got things going in the right way and helped us out a lot. So listen, don't be making fun of this dude, Chevian. I'm sporting this because Bob, this is in remembrance of a great painter. Amanda O'Gwen said, "Looked like I've been smoking some in green trees he was painting."
Is he dead?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know he was dead.
He's been. I think he's passed away several years ago. So, good morning, Sandy Crow. My day did start off good.
My takeaway from Saturday, and of course, Danny's got a nice thing going on there.
Yes.
It was run
Top
well.
notch.
Yeah, it really is. I was impressed with Rob. Clobbering Rob is good.
Hey, man.
I mean, I was not surprised that he was, but it was kind of cool to see him in action.
No, I wasn't surprised. I'll tell you what I was. I think is probably a better word for it would be, can you imagine like not doing that all week, every day of the week, and then all of a sudden being called upon to make that happen, and run around and jump up and down in that ring. I think he said he might have been a little stove up on Sunday. How could you not? I mean, he's up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, and I'm going to tell you something else. Thank goodness he was there too, because he kind of kept that big guy from getting on us.
He did.
I kept waiting on him to rear back and chop the guy. I just knew it was coming, and obviously that didn't happen. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what did happen, but that one I kept thinking he might come in there and take care of business, but he thank goodness we didn't have to have that. We had some help from the back. But no, that was a big time and a great event, and like you said, it's a top notch deal going on down there. I know I spoke to you Saturday morning. It sounded like you might have been doing a little yard work.
I did. Got up early, got the yard cleaned up. Actually killed a snake. I was not happy about that.
Oh man, poisonous or
it was a live one.
Right.
Yes,
it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah.
But he's gone on to better places. And
was he? I mean, was it one of those up jump the devil kind of thing? Did you kind of come out on you, or did you see him before?
Well, I saw him. He came out of a flower bed about 20 feet from the house, but he was angling in a direction that would have put him in my front flower bed.
Okay.
So at that point, I had to
You
take matter in my own hands and make an executive decision.
Make a decision.
And executed him.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. Good morning. There's Danny. Good morning, Danny.
He's going to come up one day this week, I think.
We would love to have him. He needs to come in.
But, the 18th of May is when they will be. It'll be going down again there in Atmore.
How about that final match that they had, the strap match?
Strap match.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care what anybody says. You get hit across the back or whatever with that big strap. Can you imagine what that must feel like? I mean, you saw how big that strap was.
There was
and they are leashed together by a strap.
Oh yeah. No, there was pain inflicted throughout the night.
Oh, I mean, no doubt.
I promise you,
no doubt. And what was crazy to me is the big guy, the only way the guy that was assaulting us or what have you, he had to pull brass knuckles out to be able to take care of business with Big Smooth, and he got disqualified, DQ'd.
Should have
put out.
Maybe should have been arrested.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: we need to find Bullet Bob and get some of his crew to come over there and regulate for us. Wouldn't you love seeing Bullet Bob hit that ring and dance? I think he's wrestled his last match. He ought to. I think he's about 80 plus years old.
He's 80 plus.
Yeah, but the Road Dogg's not. I'd love to have heard that music hit. And how about that, man? We got to come down to our, one of my favorite entrance songs of all time, Bad Street, USA. So, no, that was a big time. Really was. And, I want to mention this as well. I put up this morning, I don't know if you saw it or not, Lynn Bass graduated college over the weekend.
I didn't see it. Congratulations, Lynn.
Yeah, sure did. And
that's
of course,
great.
I saw several pics. I think Megan Stanley, Megan Salter, finished up her master's degree and graduated over the weekend.
Very nice.
Of course, we want to wish our Drive Time family member and great friend Ron Kennedy a happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Ron.
25 years. What do they call that? The silver one, I think.
I made it to 3.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Me too, Heather. Me too. So, anyhow, yeah, that was good. Big time. And a lot of people there had a big time Saturday night. And, how about let's talk about this real quick. How about the controversial Kentucky Derby?
I watched it at the public.
Sure. Yeah. I remember you saying that.
Of course, everybody that did watch it saw the condition of the track. I mean, heavy rains, torrential rains made for a sloppy track. And when it was over with, I left, thought the winter was done and over with. And of course, find out a couple hours later, they DQ'd the horse for, I think, straying or getting out of its path.
Yeah, they called it a foul or something.
First time ever, I think, in the Derby where that's been.
Yeah, they called it a foul of some sort,
yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out. I mean, racing is rubbing, or at least that's what they said in Rubbin's Racing in Days of Thunder, if I remember that correctly. Is there some rule against bumping each other? I mean,
evidently they cited it. I saw it on ESPN. They cited it, and
did I read it correct though that nothing like that's been turned over like that since 1934?
They said I think I saw.
I'm not just talking about the dirt. I'm talking about throughout horse racing, as far as one of the majors or that kind of thing. That was crazy. Can you imagine sitting there thinking you just won some money on the horse you bet on and to get it snatched right out of your hand?
That's tough.
That'd be tough. Really would. So, anyway, a lot of folks in this morning. Clue number 12, we finally did get it out Saturday night. And how about the Drive Time family last night? I put a post up, said, listen, we get 1,000 comments on name a song that gives you chills when you hear it, and I'll drop clue number 13. And I think there was 1,200 comments in less than 30 minutes. I don't know about you, but that's
pretty quick.
That's that's getting it pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I think there's a total of 1,500 or so. 20 minutes later, Raj said, worst call in sports, Hazel said. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I don't. Jumping lanes, Martha Clay LaForce said.
Hey, Martha.
Good morning, Martha. I've just never heard of that, so I didn't know that. I guess once you get in a lane, you have to stay in that lane. Is that basically how that works?
That's the way they explained it.
I know you said the track. I watched the recap of it, and the track was terrible. It was awful.
A lot of rain.
Yeah, it was awful. So, Hazel, kick six.
I saw that.
Oh well. Good morning, Brent Edwards. Yeah, that was crazy to have that overturned like that. What'd you do yesterday? Relax.
Watch the NBA playoffs. Can or can't.
I know you've told me before you don't really watch much of it till it gets to the playoffs.
I love the playoffs.
Yeah,
love it.
Your team doing
I don't really have a favorite team. I'm probably pulling for Denver more than anybody just because we have a local tie to them.
That's right.
But I just love watching the games. I like to watch them
go at
People
say you don't look happy this morning, DJ. Is something wrong with you?
No. I'm good.
Yeah. I think that's just what do they call that? Resting, I'm looking for the term. Well, for one, I probably don't need to say that. So let me just leave that alone. Yeah. So
I was out yesterday riding around, and I found it a bit odd that there were 17 cars parked at and around the gate going into Fort Crawford.
Was the gate not open?
No. 17.
17?
17.
Wow.
Wonder what that was all about.
I don't know. I mean, if the gates, if there's a closed gate, I would think that means, don't go in there.
I don't know.
I think we've said that, hadn't we? Or somewhere I've heard that if it's gated off, that's probably considered where you don't need to be. Call that whatever you want to call it. So, RBF PGP.
What's that mean?
I'm not sure. I've seen several of them. There's Amanda Luker said the same thing. I don't know. I don't. RBF. I know. There it is. Sherry said it. Resting that face.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's what people are saying. Resting Bert's face. Maybe is that called maybe that's stress.
Did you hear a report from the gospel singing?
I have not. I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to ask you. I have not heard anything about it. I thought maybe the Colonel might be in here. Is Connie B in here? Connie B, if she's in here, she could probably tell us. I know they had several tents.
It has a little different configuration this year. There was tents around the perimeter set up, I guess, just to get some relief.
Yeah, I don't blame them. As bad as that weather was supposed to be, and I think it was, it did rain fairly hard there for a while on Saturday afternoon.
Right.
So much so that we decided that we were doing a little work outside as well. We called it a day.
Stephanie Manasco said she was there, said the show was great, said the attendance was hindered a little bit by the weather, but the performances were good. Yeah,
I'm sure it was. But hey, the videos that I've seen of it were, I would say they were a lot of great talent there. And it sounded great. Randy Bell, like watching soap being cut.
Hey, now.
So yeah, now listen, you won't get him smiling and start talking about chopping up soap, and he can smile a lot to that.
Did it yesterday.
A lot. Did you really?
Always.
Let me ask you something. Do you buy the cheap stuff to do that with, or do you buy?
No, I'll watch it. I don't
do
it.
Oh,
I'll watch it.
So you've never actually done it?
No, I've never cooked it and done it. I just watch it.
Oh, you have to cook it?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to cook it.
How do it won't melt?
They cook it somehow. They heat it up and
I mean, I just like, I don't know how in the world, like that. That's just crazy to me. I mean, it's just nuts. Judy Crane, how about we had a downpour about 30 minutes after the gates open. Had some, I mean, some of the videos I saw, there was some awesome singing going on for sure. I think one of them, the group, the Kingsmen, I think it was, they sounded fantastic. So, but hey, look, I think I saw some videos from Mayfest at Atmore earlier in the day, and people were saying needed to rename that Riverfest.
I bet they did. Yeah, we got it here too.
Man, it was, it was like torrential downpour.
Yeah.
So it was certainly here as well, but I'm saying, they had a bunch of vendors and all this kind of stuff set up, and, so I applaud the chamber here for having the tents and all that set up, and just in case, and having some, like you said, some relief for people to get under. That's probably the first time there's been that many tents set up on Municipal Stadium Field. Would you say?
Yeah, it's quite a few.
I think, what was it, 4, 5, 6, something like that? Big tents too.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, they may want to start thinking about renting that place out for weddings. Think about it. You put tents up like that, that's a pretty good deal. Of course, you wouldn't want to make sure that the sprinkler system was turned off up there during that time. Yeah, it rained like in Forrest Gump. That's right, action. There you go. Made me want to fix a plate like we used to at Canaan Free Will. Yeah, no joke. At any rate, let's say Disney never watched a video and not tried it at least once. Have you tried it at all?
No, I haven't.
You just enjoy watching.
I love to watch it.
You don't think you would enjoy doing it?
Probably not.
Listen, man, you could probably get YouTube viral famous by doing it. Think all them views of that. I mean, it's hands and soap, isn't it? Well, think of all the views you could, garner up.
I may give it a shot.
Hey, what? So I didn't ask you over the weekend. Did not think to. What's the status with Tatiana?
It's still a mess. She's down there. I can't get her out.
Is it because this whole measles thing?
That's a part of it.
There's Ann Catherine Campbell. She graduated over the weekend too.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Ann.
There's problems with immunization.
And that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's being a little stubborn. I think they're having a hard time communicating with her.
Morning, Tracy Shaw.
They won't let me see her. So.
Yeah. I don't really. Okay, so is it because they think that? There's obviously people coming in from other countries every day. Has she not been able to provide the records to show that
all I'm getting is there's a problem with having the immunization records meeting the requirements and the criteria that they are asking for. And she is not wanting, she's convinced that if she's over immunized, that it could be problematic for her.
Oh, so she don't want to take any
She's
more.
not. No.
Oh.
So,
okay.
It's a mess. Who knows where it ends up?
Yeah. Well, looks like you might have to get ready to have a different visitor for the Red Room.
It is what it is.
How long can she stay there before she has to go back? Let me ask you this. Is this costing you anything?
No. I'm out $10 right now.
Okay.
And then, if the tape is what it's supposed to be and everything checks out with the way the catalog presented her, then you pay in full. And you have 30 days from that point for a money back guarantee. So that's where, I've got to get her here.
That's where you are right now.
I'm trying to get her here.
And she is here. She's just not in Bruton.
She's in Mobile at the port.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I understand now. I wasn't following what you were saying. I thought, so she's not in local. She is local, but she's at Mobile.
She's in Mobile. She's at the port. Authorities have her detained
there. Jim Baggett said we look like before and after Chia Pets. Oh man. Well, if there's something to tame this thing down, but I'm not trying I ain't trying to tame it down.
Are you going to wear it the rest of the day?
Well, probably not. I'm not too sure how.
Walking to your sales meetings.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how the guys would take that, or the ladies would take that. Me walking in looking like this, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see what Coach Shell's got. It's a T.R. Miller Golf at Substate Montgomery Country Club. Miller Hart, Turner Smith, Donovan Weaver, Matthew Wagner.
Good luck, Tigers.
How about that? Good luck. Yeah.
And the coach, Andrew Johnson.
Zeke in the house. Saw that over the weekend. He was headed up that way.
Yep.
How is Zeke? He doing good?
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah.
Track team did well. I had the T.R. Miller girls finish third. I think they were like a point out of second place.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was right there because I think they finished third. Not sure how any of the other area teams fared. Certainly, if we had some individuals that did well or teams that did well, we'd like to celebrate and have them up on the BMP Sports Network page. So if you have that information, feel free to share it. We'd love to see it.
So everybody's asking, how did we come up with the blue shirts this morning? And DJ has always said, how many you say you
I've got 4.
Yeah, and
3 of them are blue.
Honestly, I just grabbed the blue shirt this morning. So we did not communicate that I know of.
No.
So I don't know if you can tame this thing. So Angelique said you can't tame the mane. And that's fine. I'm not even gonna try to. So Curveball Johnson.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This is going back to the Dash for Cash and, of course, the 2 clues that came out over the weekend.
Okay.
And you have said many times, in clue 1, you said exactly where the egg is or where the prize is.
Mm-hmm.
13 clues later, you would think that people would start closing in on it somewhat. Do you get the feeling that people are closing in, or do you have no comment to that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say this, there are people looking all over, and I've eliminated Jay, Castleberry,
Evergreen,
and Evergreen.
Yeah, well, then by default, people are going to be closing in.
So, I mean, I'll say it like that. I do think that, I do think there are, some people that are, I think I said this in one of the clues. I don't remember which one it was. Some are hot, some are cold, Yeah. So, and that's what I'll say about that.
I see Renita's in. I spoke with her brother, Coach David Faulkner.
Good morning, Renita.
Over the weekend. He's going to call in on Drive Time one morning here the next couple of weeks and kind of give us a state of affairs up at Troy University. He, of course, been named to Chip Lindsey staff.
Yeah.
It'll be good to catch up with Coach Faulkner, and that's going to happen the next week or so.
What is David doing?
Right now he has an off the field capacity.
Okay.
And I think he told me, and I think it's director. I think he's over like keeping the communication lines open with the high school coaches they recruit.
Oh yeah.
High school public relations or whatever.
Sure.
He said the title. I can't
like a
remember.
liaison or something.
Yeah. It all runs through him.
Yeah.
And of course, I can't think of a better person for it. Given his coaching background, he was
Sure.
down the Mobile area, over in Enterprise, up at Hoover, so he knows everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's on
a first name basis with everybody.
He got a pretty good line with the guy. What's the guy at Tennessee?
Pruitt.
He coached with him at Hoover, did he not?
He did. He also and Chip Lindsey, who was the head coach at Troy, David hired him at Hoover.
That's right. That's right.
So Chip was also at Hoover. So yeah, good connection there. But we look forward to catching up with David here the next week or so.
I am looking forward to that. I started hearing his name get tossed around a lot. Since last week, since the happenings of last week. And, I think as Renita said and some other folks, I think he's happy where he's at.
Yep.
So don't blame him. I mean, I think he's always kind of wanted to get into the college game.
Oh,
has he
yeah,
not?
sure.
Yeah. So it all runs through the Dirty 30.
It all runs through the Dirty 30.
I think Ricky Samuel, that's where he's headed, is it not?
He is.
To Troy.
He is.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. I think Faulkner's doing exactly. I say exactly. I mean, obviously, there's all kind of different things you can do in the college game, but he's certainly a good one to have in that position as far as knowing people and who to talk to and that kind of thing. So, I look forward to that phone call. I think let's see, last time I talked to Faulkner was I was running into him. I think it was Spanish Fort and Miller baseball played.
Okay.
He was there. He was there that night. That's been a while. So
those comments right there,
they're coming. Yep, that's YouTube.
That's YouTube.
That's right. They're coming from YouTube and working on the. We working on those two.
Okay.
And once that happens, we'll be.
Is that when it'll be all universal?
Yes.
Like everybody will see everybody's stuff?
Yes.
So we're obviously monitoring the comments on the Drive Time Facebook page.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
That's right.
But right now they can't see that.
No, not yet. They will be able to.
Yeah. Cool.
Just not yet.
Cool.
That's coming. So, and let me say this. There's some questions over the weekend about, hey, I can't see this. Hey, I can't get into that. Hey, I can't see this. Listen, and I just as honest as I can be, Facebook has changed groups and changed a lot of things about groups since F8, which was the Facebook conference that they have once a year. And that conference happened last week, first of the week. And ever since then, they have made a lot of changes and continue to make, as you can probably look at your app on your phone or whatever, you can see they have made a lot of changes to the group, platform. So, I've had some people message me, tell me they couldn't see, couldn't get in, couldn't this, and understand, a lot of that's not us. I mean, it was, some of that stuff had to do with Facebook and the way that they changed and some of the things that they changed. Yes, we can see YouTube comments there, Ashley. Absolutely. So how about that? Teacher appreciation this week. Make sure to thank these great. Yes, they are so underappreciated. I agree with that, Jesse James. Thank you, teachers. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week, and we can't thank those people enough for helping to teach our children and make these communities better. And they do it daily. Do it daily. I mean, you got to be a special person to be able to do it. How did your mom, how was she able to do that as long? I mean, not your mom's a special person anyway, because just how easy she is to, going, you know what I'm saying? But like, were there days that she'd come home and just like want to beat a pillow or something? Or I mean, and I don't mean because the kids, but just, that has to be stressful.
She'd usually beat me.
Winning.
And it was daily.
Well, did you deserve it?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, that's all that matters. Nursing week as well. Happy nursing week. Yeah. So there you go. Happy nursing week to all the nurses out there as well. So, can't make it without nursing.
Gotta have them.
So, did you, do you want to put anybody on blast about the cars? Did you recognize any of the cars over there when you passed by Sunday?
I didn't. I didn't recognize any of them, but I was just so blown away by the number of cars that I didn't really focus in. I couldn't even tell you what makes and models they were. I just counted them. Boom, boom, boom. They were everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I did not know that, I didn't know that. Let me say that. And if the gates were locked, let me say that the gate was closed. I'm assuming they checked it and found it locked. I didn't get out and
verify it, but
sure.
The gate was closed and they were parked all around.
So
it.
you were surprised.
I was shocked.
Were there, okay, let me ask you this. Were there people around?
I saw some walking down in and I saw some walking out. It was.
Look at Mitt on YouTube.
Mitt's in.
Now, is Mitt supposed to be in school? Or like, I mean.
He might have taken a personal day. Mitt might have taken a personal day.
You think so? How about that? Let's see. How about that, Mitchell? That's good. Well, I just typed it. Let's see.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Young Mitt. In on the tube.
There it is. Yeah, watching on YouTube. I'll tell you what, man, on YouTube, it's high definition.
That'd be a good thing today.
Yeah. See every strand of this thing. So, anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So did you see was there a lot of people congregated up around what we would call the new Fort Crawford Park and that area around?
I didn't see as many at the new Fort Crawford Park. They were all at the older place.
Okay. Corey Pittman said last week it was open at Fort Crawford. Now, let me say this, and I have said this, and I will say this. The cash is not at a place that is not accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So for anyone that thinks you got to go hop the fence, don't, because the cash is it's in a place where it is accessible every day of the week, 24 hours a day. So, if you see a gate, it's locked, there's 100% possibility that you don't need to cross it. How about that?
That's good information to have.
Yeah.
A lot of people wasted some time yesterday then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I again, that's one of the very first rules that there was of the hunt was it's not on, private property, and that would be, if a gate's up, that's private property.
I think next year it'd be a good idea to post some rules.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. For the month before the hunt, let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have videos run every hour on the hour that talk about the rules.
Do you think that'll do any good?
No. But
not a chance.
I mean, look, but let me say this, and I want everybody to understand this. I'm glad you kind of brought that up. I want everyone to understand this, okay? A lot of people see us and PSAs and that kind of thing, but don't think for a minute that, we're not having fun. We are having fun. This is a lot of fun. And I want to make this extremely clear to everyone. We are not and will not let a few bad hairdos spoil the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do that.
I'm going to put this out there, and I think it's been said. I don't know that it can be said enough. There have been people, unfortunately, that have been kicked out of the group. Some people have taken themselves out of the group.
Yes.
If you block yourselves from the page, then you've taken yourself out. If any of those people, if you're not in the game and you happen upon this prize and you find it and you redeem it, you're not eligible to claim the prize.
That is correct.
And I'm just saying that because I don't want to get to that point and it happens and then it turns into something else. So if you've been kicked out of the group, you're out of the game.
Yeah, kicked out. But let me say this: if you block an admin,
that's what. Yeah. So
if you
take yourself out.
That's right. If we've had to block you, obviously you're out of the game. But if you block an admin, then you've taken yourself out by default, not because of something we did, but because of something you did. Because with the new Facebook groups rules, and look it up if y'all don't believe me, if you block an admin, you're automatically taken out. And here's the thing. a lot of people think you can block admins and that we can't see that. Well, I assure you, we see every single person that has blocked an admin. And I'm not saying that for any other reason other than let you guys know that we see it, and we're going to continue to see it. You know, there's a list, and you know that I in this group there is a list that I can look at any time that shows me the people that blocked, that have blocked it. So blocked admins. Yeah. Hey, listen, we got people commenting on YouTube. So let's see, what are they saying here? We got Chef Adam in on YouTube here. How about that? Chef Adam said, for my birthday, the 22nd, I would like to open the music
Life changes in.
to be hidden over. So let's see, where at?
Go right there. Hey, this is me, life changing. Go up.
Oh, there you go. Hey, life change.
LaShonda's in
LaShonda's in on too. There's asking, forget Facebook and its issues. I'm liking YouTube. That's right. Listen, if for those of y'all that don't know this, I mean, you can go to YouTube and they have a chat over there that's actually better than Facebook's because it's live and like, you know, what the link is this. Hold on, youtube.com/C/Bossman. That's the link right there. Go over there and type that in, and you should be able to jump right on it. If not, let me know. It's DJ and admin only. Block him during the top 5. So, I get that. Let's see here. Okay, so guess what? We have a splash.
Uh-oh.
From David Phillips, Drive Time family member.
What's today's date?
Today is the 6th. David splashing the pot with $40 for my granddaughter Rebecca Ramos in memory of her mom, Amber Phillips. It's been 3 years. Next month, Amber passed away, and Rebecca misses her mom. Thanks. Yep. We'll.
What was the lady's name in honor of? I'm sorry.
In memory of Amber Phillips. And that was from David Phillips. And thank you, David. $40 added to the pot. And let's see here where that puts us. Total wise, that puts us to $21,480. If DJ says roll tide, I will drip another $50. That's from Hazel.
It ain't happening.
Well, y'all heard it. He said he will drop, not drip. Drop another $50. DJ said $50 ain't enough to make him do that. Might be something, but not that. So,
Come on, man.
Yeah, thank you, David Phillips. That's awesome. We appreciate that for sure. And I love all these in memories of and things like that, because it keeps people, it gives people a way to keep people's memory going.
You know that Eminem threw another no-hitter.
I did not.
So that's another 50 from Tony. I don't know if that's included in the total you just gave. Do we have Tony?
I don't know that we. Let me look here and see.
We need to add his.
Yeah, let me see. Let me look here and see. I'm hunting now.
Yeah. He's in for 150, but we need to add 50 to it.
Okay. So all right. So
you can bump it another
so we can bump another 50, so that would take us to we were at 21,480, so now we're at 21,530.
21,530.
Ain't that's 80 and 50 30? Yeah, yep. I think that's right. Yeah. So there you go. What is the link again for the YouTube? Let's see, youtube.com/
no.
C /
We missed one. That's another 50. She's had 5 no-hitters, so she should be in for.
Okay, so
It's 21. It's 21,630.
21,000. What is that? We were at 21,440, and he went to 21,480,
It'd be five.
and then you added 550 to 21,530. So we're at 21,580.
Yes, 21,580.
Okay, 21,580.
80.
Now they won the state championship
Yes,
as well over the weekend.
Yep.
So congratulations, Mary Michael and Edgewood. Is it Academy?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Edgewood Academy.
Back to back.
That's awesome. Really, really awesome. And she's getting it done in a big way.
I'd like to see them play Clemson.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's good. Got to give y'all props on these clues when 4 students from Harvard University can't figure it out. That's saying something.
We got some Ivy Leaguers down here hunting.
Man, sounds like it. I want to mention this too. We had another anonymous donation come in over the weekend at the at Atmore's main event. Of course, Atmore's main event splashed the pot again. Of course, this is included in this total. They splashed the pot again with Saturday night. But we also had a prize come in that I thought was really neat. And that is a 1,700-year-old Roman coin.
I saw that.
That was bought and purchased and graded from the gold and silver pawn shop, made famous by the show Pawn Stars that aired on Discovery Channel for years and years and years. That is that's probably got to be the one of the coolest. I say coolest. I mean, one of would you say different? Unique. There you go. It's going to be one of the most unique prizes that we've seen yet.
It's got all the paperwork with it also. I mean, it verifies that it is what it says it is. It's graded. It's the real thing. It's the real collector's item.
A lot of people jumping in on YouTube, man. First time on YouTube, Rebecca Salter, first time on YouTube. I think I like it better. This is better video than Facebook, so that's right. Oh, I agree with that. I mean, it definitely is. Anthony Spann, the 70s call, they said they wanted their hair back. Yeah, well, you know what? It's awesome that we're able to see. There's Amanda Lucrian on YouTube as well. So it's awesome we're able to see YouTube and see the comments. Want to mention Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes.
I know you and I were just talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Get your reservations made now. Camp 31 is taking reservations. Not sure what's going to be on the menu. Whatever it's going to be, I'm sure will be fantastic. And looking for that to see what is on the menu. I forgot that as well. We did mention Ron and his wife's 25th anniversary. But Ron's son also graduated boot camp.
I saw that.
And was one of 4 promoted to E3 for training excellence. So congratulations, and thank you for your service. Also want to mention Jan Anderson. Her son has been deployed on a ship over to the Iran area, and want to send out our thoughts and prayers with him and his crew, and thank him for his service as well. Of course, Jan, a Drive Time family member, and we really appreciate her letting us know that, and there's we have the utmost respect for anyone that chooses to serve our country.
Sure.
And you choose to serve our country, and we wave a flag for you for sure. So how about this? A lot of people jumping in on YouTube, man. A lot of people.
Is there a count? Is that the I down there? Is that the counter for YouTube 214?
No, that would be total. of everybody that's in. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say total, I mean total of
Facebook and
YouTube.
the
total of YouTube, and then total of Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
But Facebook and Twitter, we're still working on trying to get that integrated in because of Facebook changing all this stuff that they changed. Randy Bell said, "Oh yeah, much better." Rebecca, let's say, I know Mother's Day is supposed to be for Miles, but it's Kids Appreciation Day for me. How about that? That's awesome. Beverly Jimenez said her birthday is the day after Mother's Day. Well, happy early birthday, Beverly. Mothers have the hardest job ever. I agree with that. Chef Adam said he's going to bring some goodies this week. How about that right there? Brandon Bell said much better. Hey, Celeste Frank says she loved her time in the U.S. Army. I loved my time. Had a big time with it. I was glad when I got out, only because I was tired of seeing brown and green all the time. Mitt Burnham wants to know, is Uncle DJ a wrestler now?
No, he's not.
You did a pretty good job, man.
I'm surviving, man.
Yeah, I mean, you did a pretty good job, So, Anthony Span says there's 33 on YouTube watching. So, hey, that's good. That's awesome. Great video on YouTube for sure. It's just a lot better. So, as far as the video quality, is definitely a lot better than what you're going to get on, definitely a lot better than what you're going to get on Facebook. Facebook don't allow, how about that? We just got another splash. Our great friend, Ernie Mallett, DC Coders, throwing another $50 bill. And as he has for the last several weeks of the hunt, he said he's going to keep doing it till it's found, and it has not been found as of yet. So thank you, Ernie. We appreciate it so much. I see you there, Allie.
21,630.
Let's see. 21,630. That is a lot of money. Is it not?
Wow, Willie Campbell. There were some folks down here from Harvard looking.
No joke.
Yeah. He said he met a guy at O'Bannon Park while dashing. His granddaughter attends Harvard, was working on the clues with classmates, and she told him to forget about it because they couldn't figure it out.
Yep. Let's see. 42 on YouTube. Way better. Really better. Uncle Josh said, let's see. There's no drag or delay. Good morning, guys. Love this YouTube channel. Thank you, Stacy Thomas. Heather Nelson. Okay, loving YouTube. Yeah. YouTube, I mean, we've been streaming YouTube for a long time. Thank you, Ernie. Bob Rossing it up, man. We've been streaming YouTube for a long time, and the reason we have is just for this reason. The video and the video quality, audio quality is a ton better on YouTube. Now, I will say that Facebook is working on their video platform, but they're trying to get things situated on that. But as of this point, they are not. They have not caught up with YouTube. We can actually stream in 4K to YouTube if we wanted to. I'm not sure we want to show everybody our wrinkles and all that kind of thing like that, but we could do that if we wanted to. So, great thing about YouTube is it's, do
you get notifications on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. You
absolutely do. And that, I know that's always seemed to be something that people wanted to know, so, the party has moved to YouTube. Let's see. I started out watching it here last year, but couldn't see the comments and felt left out. Yeah, we're working on something where you'll be able to see both Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the comments, no matter what platform you're on. So let's see. Oh my God, I guess it's time to update my YouTube pics and info. Heather Major, you better do it. Definitely better live channel. Now everybody wants to come to YouTube. I watched YouTube for a while, just nobody knew I was here. Ashley Morris, 50 in on YouTube now.
fixing to say the obviously the counter's going down on Facebook, but going up.
Yeah.
On the YouTube.
Well, and you know why? Good morning, rejoiner. You know, and here's the thing too. You can always go back and watch. Anything that we do on YouTube is always archived. Okay. So yeah, so it's there. You know, this show will be there. Look at all these people saying, "Wow, so much better." I mean, you know, YouTube's got it down as far as video goes, and I agree with you. It is a lot better.
You told me one time how many people use YouTube in the course of a day. What was that number?
There are 6 billion video views on YouTube in a 24-hour span, 7 days a week.
6 billion.
6 billion.
And that's every day.
Every day.
Every 24 hours.
Views.
Wow.
There are 2 billion videos uploaded to YouTube every day.
How many?
2 billion.
And ours being one of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So, you know, yeah, much better quality. I agree with you there. You can, PGP says she's on YouTube now, can see the wig much better. Well, if nothing else, that's good. Stephanie McCall said, watch episode number 200 Drive Time. If you have to go watch it, it's hilarious.
What was that one?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look and see. We didn't realize how lush that wig is. Hey man, it is it's lush. This thing is got it going on. I'm just telling you. You know, yeah. I mean, YouTube, you know, obviously the video is YouTube's specialty. Facebook, you know, they're trying to catch up as far as video goes, but it's just not happening like what it is on YouTube. That's for sure. So, you know, there's a lot of different things on YouTube that makes it this way. I can read DJ's notes.
How about that?
How about that? That's pretty sharp. Let's see. We didn't realize. Let's see what all this said. We got some new comments coming in now. Didn't realize how. Yeah. Let's see. Definitely a sharper contrast. I could read. Heck yeah, it was a lot of money. Yeah, it was hilarious. Let's see. 200 went way off the tracks. I'm gonna have to go look that up. Mary Lynn says she can't take me seriously with this hairdo. Ron Kenny, you guys are like me, face best suited for WBOSS. We know that for sure, Ron. The hippie James, that's it. I can watch this on my big screen at the shop instead of the computer. That's correct. You don't have to watch on computer. You can watch this on TV, on YouTube. If you have YouTube on your TV, it just looked like a blob on Facebook. Now, you can see it on YouTube. Let's make sure we keep the idiots on Facebook. Ashley Morris. Facebook compresses videos. Yeah, they do, but they compress it down to where it's 720, but they only let you upload. It's like a 2 meg, 2.5 meg stream, and it varies up and down. YouTube, we're streaming a 12 meg video and 60 frames a second to YouTube as we speak. So even DJ looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. How about that? Adam Manasco had tried to watch on our 55-inch TV. Too scary. I had to go back to my phone. I bet that is. So tell you what, man. I think it's going to probably about wrap it up here. We're going to kick it over to the after party.
Let's do it.
And get rid of this.
Monday's off and running.
Yeah. You know, what did we say? Clue 12, Clue 13. Yeah, and they do use lossy compression. You're right, Ernie. And that's just, it's terrible. So, do you think, DJ?
What a great Monday morning. Appreciate everybody being in with us. 13 clues out. Will somebody find the money? Pot jumped a little bit today, 21,630. The current total for cash. So if you get out and about during the day, during the week, be careful, be kind, be courteous, be safe. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here with us and we'll do it all over again. For those of you who dare, join us in the after party.
Come on with it.
Have a great day. Love y'all.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dirty 30's #1 broadcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ. Tune in next time when you'll hear DJ say,
Good morning and welcome to this edition of The Feel Good.